All right, what's up? Are we just gonna roll with it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Fantastic. All
Welcome
right.
to. What is this?
I believe this is just a meeting of the Howdyshell Minds.
A meeting of the Howdyshell Minds,
All
a
right.
special edition,
Special edition.
a Talk with Dad edition.
All right. Hey, what's going on, Dad? How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Hey, you look great. So, Dad is rocking a beard these days. What
Yep.
made you decide to grow a beard? What's
Laziness?
Laziness.
No, I grew it when me and Mike went to Peru,
Oh.
and I thought, well, it's that time of year, and hunting season comes around. Most guys that hunt,
Yeah.
they seem to want to let their beards grow. in
Yeah,
hunting
that's right.
Keeps your
That-
face warm.
That and win the World Series. You want to grow your beard then too.
So,
Oh.
so
Yeah, that's right.
I just let it go, and
Yeah.
I won't keep it on too much longer.
Oh, that's a shame. I think it looks pretty good too.
Yeah, I think it does look good. Is it itchy though? Don't you?
At times,
Yeah.
I
See,
keep having to trim it around my mouth because
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
And you
I
trim
definitely do
yours
that.
as well?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I let mine go for about 2 weeks. And
That's where you're at now. It's a
and-
shadow.
No, I did let it go for 2 weeks. And I was like, "This is the most I'd ever had." And I was like, "This is awful."
Yeah,
Drives
like
me crazy. It was driving me crazy.
like a cartoon Shaggy.
Oh yeah. It was like 3 hairs,
3 hairs coming out.
really long. It was good though. Life.
Well, I lost all my hair up on top, so at least I can grow a little bit of a beard.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So I have very thin hair, but I can't grow a beard.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I do have hair on the top of my head.
Yeah.
You have very little hair on the top of
Thanks,
your head.
thanks for keeping that out.
But
there,
hold on, but our father has hair on the
Yeah,
top of his head, and a beard.
full
you-
on beard. Yeah, that's right.
You have more hair than any other howdy shell.
Well, I don't know if that's lucky or not.
All right, so that just sends me to another place altogether. So you just mentioned you two went to Peru.
Yes.
You went to Machu Picchu.
Yes, we did.
On a 10-day trip,
Excursion.
excursion,
That's
a
right.
getaway. And when did you guys go?
Last
Last
Oh.
October.
Yeah, I think it was
2024.
Yeah, it was just over a year ago.
Yeah,
Just over a year ago. Okay. What was your favorite experience from being in Machu Picchu
Oh man, it was
or Peru?
yeah, there was so many things.
Oh my! Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying, which one of your children do you love more?
Okay. All right. Or let me just. All right. So you
I'll
get to.
tell you what. Here's
Yeah.
the real story. The real story is, okay, I went along with Dad because it was Dad's idea to go to Peru.
Okay.
So the real story is how he decided, or what made you decide I'm going to go to Peru?
Well, I like to watch the shows about the ancient cultures. And I'd seen several shows on Machu Picchu, and I just thought, here's a place that they built just forever ago,
Right.
and it's still there, and I would just like to go see it sometime.
Yeah, right.
And so I kept telling Kathy, my wife, we ought to go to Peru and see Machu Picchu, and she said, I can't, but if you want to go, you better just load up and go. So originally, if I couldn't find anybody to go with me, I was going by myself.
Yeah, sure.
But then when you heard about it, you said, "Hey,
Yeah.
count me in.
All right.
I'm going along."
Yeah.
But Machu Picchu for me was an experience that I can't believe I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm looking.
He did keep saying that over and over. I cannot believe I'm here.
Right.
I mean, to be in Peru, which is a beautiful country,
Mm-hmm.
and to be from Briery Branch.
Yeah, right.
And standing on the top of a mountain in Peru,
Right.
and looking at an ancient citadel was just it was outside of what I could believe it was actually happening.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Surreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, that's this is also good to note. This was your first time ever leaving the country, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had to get a passport.
Yeah.
Right.
So you've never.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it's not like an easy trip. No, the first trip you're going to take, we're going to go to,
Right.
A third world country.
third world country.
Yeah.
And go to one of the most distant. I mean, like Yes, you can get there by train and whatnot, but I mean, you are in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
And you really are like you just have to have faith in the people that are around you.
oh
that
yeah,
they're-
definitely.
that your money's good enough to get you there and back.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, at any point, something horrible could have gone wrong.
Well, yeah.
Were you ever at all afraid?
I never was. Not 1 minute, not one day.
Yeah. It all felt safe. It all felt fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was a great place.
It was.
And we did not speak the language, Spanish, but even then we got along really well.
Right.
And they just took so good care of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we went with Gate 1 travel people, and they were just top shelf. as
Yeah,
far
they
as-
provided a guide. His name was Demos.
Demos.
Demas.
Demas was awesome, and he was very proud of his country.
Mm-hmm.
Very proud to show you where he came from and what he felt was important for the country. It was really good. He was a very good guide.
Yeah, he definitely loved his country,
Mm-hmm.
and he loved showing his country off.
Right.
And
He took us to a school, and one of the reasons that one of the things that Gate 1 does is they take money from people who travel and provide it at the places they travel to. They give money to the schools,
Right.
And he showed us one of the schools that the money was going to.
yeah.
And I mean, you want to talk about like just a cultural difference.
Oh my God.
School here versus school in the middle of Peru.
These little kids walk to school.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're talking first graders
Right.
that walk for over an hour
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
in the morning to come to school.
Straight
And-
up a hill too. I mean, like
I mean,
Yeah.
it's all mountains.
you're at 11,000 feet. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to breathe there, much less walk for
Yeah.
an hour
Right.
to get to school.
Right.
And then when they get there, they got little teeny desks
Mm-hmm.
and one small chalkboard
Mm-hmm.
and just a few books and pencils, and that's it.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing else.
Right. We just are so used to having everything.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Just having
Yeah.
all of it. We need the, pencils and pens and paper and copiers, and we need to print books and whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Every kid's
yeah.
got to have his own computer. And,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I mean, the school was one room,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
one room, and
All
they-
grade levels. I'm
yeah.
assuming. in that
Well,
one,
it
right?
was I'm not sure.
There,
how
there
far.
was there was two buildings. There was only two buildings. We went to what you would consider an elementary building, which was
Yeah.
just one room.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the younger kids. The older kids were a little farther up the hill, but they have to work, or they had things that they had to do. They weren't there at the school at the time when we showed up.
Right.
But it's just so different.
Yeah.
I mean, we walked through a town that was made by the Inca. I don't know how many thousand years ago.
Yeah, right.
And the streets and the side, I mean, the buildings, everything's still there, exactly the way we were built. And you think, how did these people do this?
Right. Because they didn't have
Yeah, that's
the,
amazing.
the power tools and
Oh,
everything that
yeah.
we have.
I mean, when they did this, they didn't even have the wheel.
Really?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was, and they farm land that is so steep. If you see the mountains there,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah. So, what would you say is the biggest difference between the mountains of Virginia and the mountains of where you were? I mean, it's.
Well,
Oh, that one threw you for a loop. Sorry, guys.
Well, the the mountains we have here are what I would consider, like rolling mountains, and they're very green, and they're a lot of vegetation.
Yeah.
And I think like the two types of mountains that I'm used to seeing here in this country are the rolling mountains that we have here that are just, they're absolutely gorgeous here. I love living in the valley.
Right.
If you go out west and you go to like the Rockies, you're seeing these huge mountains, and they're way out there. You know what I mean? Like it never seems like you can get right up to the mountain, but in Peru, that's where you are. You are right at the mountain is right there in front of you, and it is thousands of feet straight up in the air.
oh, this straight up.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
you
just-
can literally just walk up to the bottom of it and put your
Yeah.
hand up against it.
Oh, you could touch the mountain.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it's like, oh my God, it is so far up there.
Yeah.
You know.
And when you get up to the top of one of them, like if they're driving or if you're flying over, that mountainscape or whatever, I don't know what it would be called, but it is just goes on forever.
Oh yeah.
These mountains are not just, it's not just like one big mountain
Right.
that you're going, oh wow, look at this mountain. There's just nothing but these huge mountains everywhere.
Right. I mean, it would also just, I wonder why the Incas chose there of all other places to decide to, hey,
Well,
let's
one of the
build here.
theories is that they used that space where they built that citadel as a place to protect their data. I mean, you know, what they learned, how to do things, how to grow things, how they had. Oh, good Lord! They knew how to breed llamas in ways to get different types of fabric.
Right.
Because and anyways, they kept all this information and they studied astrology, astronomy, to keep track of time. I mean, they had a lot. But anyways, they kept that information there and used it to kind of teach people so that they could take it on out.
Yeah.
But I assume protection because you have to be
Yeah.
crazy to go up there. I mean, we went up in what was a bus essentially, and even that was crazy.
Oh yeah. Then we had to walk from where the bus stopped up to the citadel, and you're walking over the Inca Trail. It's the
Right.
same rocks that they laid down thousands of years ago.
Yeah,
So they could get there.
Right.
And one step is 6 inches high, and the next one's a foot and a half.
Right.
One's foot wide, and the next one's 3 feet wide, and no handrails, and just straight up. And you think, oh my land.
Was it at all dangerous?
No, I mean, I don't think so. Like we're taking a tourist tour, so it's very much, but I mean, it's not made like easy for anybody. You know what I mean? It's you're still climbing up and down ladders and
Not
steep steps.
everybody can go to Machu Picchu.
no.
I mean, it's no wheelchair access.
Right.
If you're on crutches or a cane,
Right.
you
a good
can almost forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It doesn't matter where you're standing, you can always look down. I mean, you're on the top of everything.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Mike is just now showing me a picture of where he was standing.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a good amount of people there, or at least a handful of people there.
Yeah.
How many people were with you all on your little?
Our bus had about 20 maybe?
Yeah,
25.
25, and
And there's only so many people that are allowed to go up at a
right,
time, right?
Yeah,
They try to get as many people up as they can. That's for sure.
Oh.
But you're limited. But I mean, like the road up there, I mean, you to get to the city of Machu Picchu, which is just now recently called that.
yeah.
I forget what they had called it before, but you go into the city of Machu Picchu, and then from there is when you take a trip, a bus that will take you up to the top
Right.
where the ruins are.
Yeah.
And that the road up there is as windy as any road that you'll ever go on, and on one side is nothing but a cliff. And they just fly because they drive those buses up and down all day,
Right.
and it is insane. And then sometimes when two buses are coming where they meet, and they have to make room for each other, they have little hairpin turns where they kind of pull off to the side so people can get through.
Yeah, it's wild. It really is.
So you decided to go to Peru because you saw it on TV.
Well, not just that. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to go somewhere that I had dreamed about that wasn't in the United States.
Yeah.
I've been to California and I've been to Maine, I've been to Florida, and most of the states in between either flew over, drove through, or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so and we just don't have that kind of history
Yeah, right.
in this country. I mean, yeah, the Native Americans, they had a lot of history, but they didn't build citadels like
Sure.
the people in Peru did.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it captured my imagination and my desire to see it
And,
Yeah,
and would you did it live up to your
every bit.
every bit? That's awesome. So it's so rare. It's kind of like I would say that's what something that I feel like happens to me is I'm like I want to go see this thing, and you go see it, and you're like, oh, well, there it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
I mean, I decided, hey, the next trip I took, I wasn't going to a theme park.
Right.
I wasn't going to a tourist trap.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to buy, nickel and dime stuff and T-shirts and all this kind of stuff. I wanted to go for a cultural experience,
Mm-hmm.
and this was a cultural experience.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
when we first talked about it,
Yeah.
Mike said, well, we need to try it and eat some of the food that they eat in Peru. And I thought, well, they raise a lot of cattle down there. I'm sure we can get us a good steak. and we'll have a Peruvian steak, A Peruvian steak is a llama.
Which we ate.
You ate llama?
Yeah,
When in Peru.
yeah,
right.
And we ate guinea
Well,
pigs.
it-
and
yeah.
we ate,
It turns out Peru, and people who travel know this, but I wouldn't say we're travelers. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Oh no. You're
But
not-
Peru is known for its cuisine.
oh yeah,
I mean, they have about 1,000 types of potato.
yeah, they have like 300 types of corn.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, and so yeah, it's
and did
Peop-
you guys did you get it like street food or were
Oh,
you
yeah.
going?
yeah.
Yeah.
We eat in some of the best restaurants.
Some very nice places, and then some places just right off of a cart,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
in Cusco.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing guinea pigs over charcoal,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and there's stick running through them from one end to the other.
yeah.
Oh,
Our
I'm a guinea
guide,
pig.
our guide Demas grew up in am I saying it right? Cusco, right?
Yeah, Cusco.
He grew up there, so he knew people, and like part of the tour is just like I'm gonna meet come meet some of my friends. They make good chicken,
Yeah.
that kind of
Awesome.
thing. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I mean he took us to places that he would take his family,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many days were y'all gone?
Was it 10?
9 or
Not
10.
yeah. I think.
Yeah. With a couple travel days on each
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
really when you were Peru was probably
A week.
Oh,
week.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you feel rushed?
No,
No.
I don't think so. We were constantly, there wasn't a whole lot of downtime, but I never felt like we were rushed from one thing to the next. It's just that we had a full itinerary of things to do or things to see, But we also had different options too, where we caught a soccer game while we were there.
Yeah, that
Which-
was great.
which Dad almost caught the soccer ball. Of course, it's called football there. It's not soccer.
Yeah.
So and then who was it? Oh, I've got the picture. They thought Dad looked like an international star.
It's because he
I was
does.
an international soccer player.
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Now I was
yeah.
a sportscaster down in Peru, and people
Yes.
kept looking at me. And
Yeah. So they people came up to our other guide, and I forget what his name was because we had two guides, and he was the kind of apprentice learning how to be, because apparently being a guide for Gate 1 in Peru, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
They have extensive training. It's all, they have to go to basically university to be a proper guide. Anyways, this guy was kind of the apprentice. I want to say Juan, but that's not right. It doesn't matter. Yeah, he was taking us to the soccer
Joel.
game.
Wasn't it Joel?
Joel, that's it.
Yes,
Yes,
Joel.
it was Joel. So Joel was taking us to the soccer game, and he had more than one person come up to him, and he just started to laugh and say no, and you could tell he was saying no, that's not him. And we went up and was like, what were they asking about? Because they were pointing at Dad.
Uh-huh.
Joel was like, no,
No.
and then kept on walking. So it turns out they said they thought I was walking Ramon Quiroga. Quiroga is his name, Ramon Quiroga, who apparently is a soccer star.
Was.
Was one. And if you see the picture, This is the guy. The guy
shocking.
The guy
It's-
looks almost
yeah.
exactly like that.
It's crazy.
I mean, you have a twin.
yeah, from a
you
distance.
have a twin from a distance.
Yeah, from a
when
distance.
When you're up close, it
Yeah.
doesn't. But from a distance, that looks so much
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah.
With the gray hair and the nose and just even that look.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
that picture. That's we will have to post those pictures when we post this podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, they said he's a famous announcer now.
Yeah,
He was a famous soccer player, you know, and people thought I was him, and I thought, man, you know, that's pretty cool. But you know, here we are in Cusco, and we get to go to a soccer game. You know?
Yeah.
Well, he asked us, "Would y'all like to go? Because I'd like to go to the game, but I don't want to go by myself." I said, "Yes."
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you're like
If someone asks you if you want to see a soccer game in Peru, you say yes.
And so we went there, and I was sitting in the stands, and it was like, I can't believe it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, here I am in Peru going to a soccer game,
yeah.
and 2 balls gets kicked up into the stands. In the whole game, 2 balls, and one came right to me.
Yeah.
But it was kicked so hard, I couldn't stop it. It actually went through my hands, but it was wet and heavy.
Yeah, wet and heavy. Yeah.
But
Whoa.
they water the field down. I mean, like hose it down.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And these guys are running on wet grass.
Yeah.
And
So they slide better?
oh,
Or-
I guess. But I seen a guy headbutt. You see,
Yeah.
guy jumps up to headbutt a kick. Now this guy kicked this thing from about, I'm going to say 20 yards from him, something like that. And that dude jumped up and headbutted that thing, and it hit him so hard that he flew straight back.
It's like a comic book.
And straight backwards. I bet you it knocked him back 10 feet. And it landed, and he just hit the ground and just stood there and shook his head. I said, that guy's got to have a concussion.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way to get hit with the ball that hard.
Yeah. It's like a block of concrete.
Yeah.
So another weird thing about that game was there was one moment in the game where you could tell some things were going on in the game that people were upset about.
Yeah.
There was some calls going on, you know, or a certain play had happened, and
Well, they kicked the ball out into the field from the dugout.
oh, gotcha.
And it stopped the game. And
Oh yeah. They don't stop games for much.
And then the people in the I call it the dugout, would be a baseball, but in their area where they stayed, they all said they didn't do it. And the other team said, well, you had to do it.
Yeah.
It came from y'all.
Right.
Oh, no. Then they brought out the armed guard.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Like
the
it-
riot police.
Like you could hear the crowd starting to get, you know, you could just feel it. Like people were starting to yell, like the game stopped and what's going on, and the armed guards start walking out just to walk out in front of people, like, yep, just so you know, we're here.
Yeah. If you're gonna rush
Yeah,
the field,
yeah,
You can't wear your belt
yeah,
to the stadium.
yeah.
They said they had a fight a while back, and the guys pulled out their belts and killed people, beating them to death with their belt. Yeah,
That's where we
no
went.
belt.
That's where we went to go watch a game.
Yeah.
We was in Peru in a beltless stadium.
Holding up our pants, and the armed guards were out on the field saying, "Everybody just settle down,"
And it
they
was
did
great.
and it was awesome. Yeah, and
awesome.
and it was awesome.
It was awesome.
Why are you taking my belt? Don't want any hangings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel said, he said they had a big fight at a big soccer team, a game, and it was one of them city, park games or whatever. And he said, people took their belts off, started beating the other people with
Yeah.
it, and
crazy.
killed people with their belts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they take their soccer pretty seriously.
Yeah, right. Woof.
It was.
Football.
But yeah, football. Yeah.
But it was unbelievable.
But yeah, it was. I think it's the kind of trip that that I think changes your perspective on how you see the world too.
It does.
And I think travel tends to do that. Anybody that travels will tell you that. And until you actually go do that, I think
Yeah.
you just hear it. But when you get out there and you go, oh, okay, yeah, it's really cool to see just how different things are.
we was with people that did a lot of traveling.
Yeah, right.
In our group. Oh, they'd been to Egypt and they'd been to Spain and Portugal and Peru, all over the Middle East, and they said, "Where have you been besides here?" And I said, "Well, this is my first trip." You came to Peru on your very first trip? And they couldn't believe it, and we got to talking about it, all the different places they've been, and some of them had seen everything.
Yeah, right.
I mean, just
Well, that actually kind of brings me to my next thing. Is there a next place that you have in your brain that's kind of stewing that you'd like to go, or you kind of that kind of work?
I've always thought I'd like to see Barcelona.
Oh, you want to see the church?
Yes.
Yeah,
I want to see that big cathedral in Barcelona. And I'm sure there's tons of things to see other than that.
Oh yeah.
But, it was like when we was going to Peru, the reason I was going was Machu Picchu.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Everything else was just icing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the piece of cake.
Yeah.
Everything else was icing. But going to Barcelona to see the cathedral would be amazing. I know your wife's seen it.
Yes.
And she thought it was just,
Maybe we'll talk to her next.
it was just amazing. But I would love to see that. And then everything else would just be icing.
Yeah.
Well, she just went to Iceland, and I think you would love it. The way I hear her talk about Iceland, I'm like, oh, that sounds like a crazy island adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought I wanted to see the pyramids of Egypt, but I've watched so many shows on them, and they, what's the city?
Cairo.
I mean, it came right out into the desert.
Yeah, you can see the pyramids from like a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Well, I think it was a KFC. Is actually there's like a KFC,
right.
and then there's the pyramid.
Yeah,
You're
right.
like, oh,
That's
a
how-
little
I
weird.
just thought that kind of took away from it,
Yeah.
because I see the pyramids as out in the desert.
Oh yeah, right.
And it's not out in the desert anymore. It's
Right.
this edge of town. But there's other places that that I think would be really cool to see. There's some Kathy. She wants to go to Ireland, and I'm all for going to Ireland as soon as she can get to where she can travel better. And I'd go to Ireland at the drop of a hat.
What about you, Chris? Where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that question. I'm going. I've never seen the Gulf of Mexico. I've never seen it. I've been to Florida a handful of times, but I've always just been on the Atlantic side or Orlando.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And I'm going to go at the end of March. We're going to go to this little beach on the Gulf.
Yeah.
It's kind of closer to Tampa. And
It's cool there.
yeah, I'm excited to see the water. I'm excited to see it's supposed to be really clear where we are.
Yeah.
It's called clear water.
Yeah.
Stayed there for a couple nights.
I mean, so I'm excited to go there in our country.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
I don't know that I'm I'm not super excited to go. Probably just going to Europe would be great. Prague, something old. I think that's kinda
after
fun.
talking to a couple people that I work with, Italy, I think would be a fun trip.
Matt Bailey talks about Italy so much.
Well, and it's
Sounds
just
awesome.
it sounds really cool.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think Italy would be a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of stuff out there to see, and a
There's
lot of
the earth.
places to go. Some of the places are so dangerous you just can't hardly go.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I did. I feel like I have traveled. I went to Paris, and it was awesome. And we stayed in an apartment in the heart of the second arrondissement. They have it broken down into 8 or 9 arrondissements, which is just like the little areas of town.
Yeah.
Paris isn't huge. It's walkable, which is really cool. And I can remember you're just walking down a street and every building is just magnificent.
Right.
You're like, oh my God. And they're older than our country, than anything that's ever happened here, and they're like, every bridge has had multiple murders.
Yeah,
and, I mean,
sure.
it's just like, every bridge has all this crazy history. Every building has all this crazy history. And, and that's, I mean, I know it sounds silly, but this was like almost 20 years ago. Everyone was smoking. And it was just very like, it felt like a different world.
Right.
You're, and there's all these cafes and people are being cool and drinking coffee in these neat little cups.
Yeah.
I just remember Paris was amazing, and I'm sure other cities are like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Well, I've told everybody that since we went to Peru, the biggest mistake that we made was not traveling earlier in life.
Gotcha.
I mean, I've been retired now for going on 12 years, 11 anyway, and I felt like I should have started doing this the day I walked away from Peru.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, really.
So for anyone listening, there's the advice. Get out there as soon as financially possible.
Right. I mean, I had a bucket list, taking the grandchildren to Disney World, and
it was a great trip.
It was a super trip. Had the greatest time. And, but I had this little bucket list, and the things I was going to do or wanted to do. And I don't really understand why I didn't put travel higher on that list than what I did.
It's because you had fishing on the top 3 things on the list, I think.
Well, I don't know what it was. It was, to be honest with you, I never really felt like I had a desire to actually leave the country.
Sure. Yeah. Right.
I thought, well, I haven't seen all of the United States, and I still haven't.
Right.
I mean, there's places I haven't been.
Right.
But after going to Peru and spending the trip with you, I can see that I've really limited myself.
Right.
And I think it's a bad idea.
That's
I will
cool.
Because it is not just seeing a different place. I mean, seeing different types of mountains, but like different culture.
Yeah.
Just how just how everything is just a little bit different, and even though you're thousands of miles away from home, there's still just some human connections that are really cool to see. Like we are all the same, especially when it comes to loving our children.
Yeah.
And trying to make something with the world that you have, and it's very cool.
One of the craziest things in Peru. I mean, absolutely the craziest evening we had. We was hanging out with 2 ladies that was on our bus, and they came to our room and said, "Hey, we want y'all to go with us to a fountain and see some fountains at this park." And I said, "Fountains?" He said, yeah, they're supposed to be really pretty fountains, and we want somebody to go with us. We're afraid to go by ourselves. I said, "Is it a regular tour?" And they said, "Oh yeah, Gate 1 fixed it up, and we got you tickets. All you got to do is just pay for them, and we go to this."
Oh, sweet. Okay.
And
that's
said,
awesome.
All right, okay, let's go to see the fountains. The fountains wasn't the show. Getting to the fountain was the show. Hey, in Peru,
The traffic.
the traffic. These people drive. I don't even,
5 lanes of traffic in 3 lanes.
yeah, in 3 lanes.
There are no. Well, you just you flow like water through the traffic.
Yeah.
And I mean, you are inches away from, but each bus, each car, bikes and motorcycles all together.
Yeah.
Just
Are people hitting each other?
inches apart.
Not really, but
I seen a guy with a motorcycle. Now, this is honest truth. He had the handlebars made where they would hinge.
yeah.
Because it got so close between the cars that he was in between. He would bend his handlebars in so that he could drive the motorcycle and the handlebars wouldn't
Amazing.
hit the cars.
Yeah.
I have never seen that on any motorcycle anywhere. And the dude just folded them in, and he went between 2 cars that you couldn't walk between.
Cool.
And it's like, this dude's gonna die. He's between these 2 cars, and the cars
are
getting
just
tighter
squeezing
and
in.
tighter and tighter. He's gonna die. The guy's gonna get crushed, and he folds his handlebars in and keeps going. I thought, I ain't never seen nothing like
So how was your bus driver?
Oh, we had great
Oh
buses.
yeah, we had
But them
Incredible
guys
drivers.
would be right up against each other.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, buses would just inches apart.
yeah.
I mean, inches. I ain't talking feet. I'm talking
Yeah, yeah.
inches apart. And
You could look over at the bus next to you. I mean, literally, you could just wave.
Yeah.
They were right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the window was down, you could have shook the guy's hand.
Yeah,
in the other
absolutely.
window. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, just inches apart, and just flying.
Yeah, and going fast at the same time.
It was it. I mean, I drove dirt track cars up the East Side Speedway. And that wasn't as close as these people run.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but we had such a good time with those two girls.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So you were okay with just saying, "Hey, you just met these two random people, and
Yeah,
like,
they were from where were they from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah,
yeah."
yeah,
And they were like, "Hey, y'all seem like nice dudes. Let's go
yeah.
Yeah,
on an
yeah,
adventure."
yeah. It was cool.
They actually came to us because they were by themselves, and they said we need to find somebody to be with us. So when we go out, we're not alone. We want we're like, and so they picked me and Mike. They said, "How about y'all go with us?" You know, and they wanted to go get something to eat, and we went down
Yeah.
to a little cafe and got something to eat, and had a really nice evening and talking to them, and everybody tells stories, and after that it was come on, we're going with us.
Yeah.
And that's part of just going with the flow.
Yeah. You actually, with the way that the Gate One kind of scene works, you do get to mingle with the people that you're traveling with.
Oh yeah,
And you get to have meals together, and you hang out in groups certain parts of the time, and it's that's a cool part of it too, because you're meeting people who are not from where you're traveling to there, and you're all kind of experiencing it together.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
they were just two married ladies. Their husbands didn't want to travel, and they said, "Hey, we're going.
Yeah.
See ya. Have a nice day." And they loaded up and
See ya.
went on.
Have a nice day.
Then they started hanging out with me and Mike, and we did a lot of things with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, but no, just for fun though, you don't have their number.
No, actually, no, I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
we traded.
Oh,
so
cool.
because we texted back a few. We took pictures.
Some
They took
pictures,
pictures,
yeah,
that kind
cool.
of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I could reach out and say hello if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I still have Demas his number too.
I had a notion to call that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He just really made an impression on both of you
Oh,
guys.
absolutely,
Yeah, he's-
absolutely. He was. He really was. He was a wonderful guide.
That's awesome.
He was top shelf. I mean, any question that you had, he knew the answer. He could speak 3 languages.
Yeah,
He could speak Spanish, he could speak Inca, and he could speak a mix of Inca and Spanish.
Right.
And
Oh, well,
And
or-
Engli- and
and
English.
English.
And
Yeah.
English.
And English, yeah. And he knew everything there was
Yeah.
about. With Gate 1, the only places they'll allow you to guide is in the cities where you live.
yeah, right.
Cool.
So when he took us to Cusco, he said, "Hey, this is where I grew up."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
he
cool.
knew where everything was.
Yeah. That's
He
awesome.
knew all the people in the restaurants, and it was cool.
Well, that sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Actually.
All right,
that sounds great.
It's time to start thinking about where to go again.
Yeah, where you gonna go? Well, but go to Barcelona. That's not that's
you go.
Barcelona. It's actually not that. That's an easier one.
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
You can go direct
Yeah,
to
right.
Barcelona from DC.
Right.
I mean, you literally can be in Barcelona in like 3 hours. I mean, not 3 hours, 3 days. Just boom, drive up there and get on a plane. You're over there. Boom, done.
What was that meal you had in Peru that guy flew all the way down there to eat? Some kind of a fish.
Ceviche. I think is what it was.
okay.
Yeah, ceviche. Yeah, it
type
was.
of
Yeah, it
raw
was.
fish
Yeah,
or
raw
something.
fish. Yeah, it's so good. Lemon. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy flew from the United States, clean down to not Cusco. What was its capital?
Yeah.
Golly, I can't think of it now. He flew down there just to eat that
Just
meal.
to eat the ceviche.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Perfect.
he said he drank about 10 Cusco sours.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, Cusco sours.
Yeah. And then he would fly back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, man, I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, no, it sounds awesome. It's a different life, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but well, I appreciate that. I think it's awesome. You had such a great time. I also appreciate though that, I also have never been super pumped about leaving the country. You know what I get that. Like there's so much to see right here. But when I hear y'all talking about it, I'm like, oh man, I guess I could do it because I guess I'm scared.
Yeah.
I think that's the deal. It's like, you're like, oh, well, I'm just I don't speak the language. I don't know anybody.
There's it certainly, like, fear is an element, but it's also it's not easy. I mean, you have to do a lot of preparation, and I mean, as far as going to Machu Picchu, that's right next to the Amazon. I mean, you had to make sure you got your shots, and
you both had to get shots to be able to go down there.
You're going to be right next to the Amazon.
Right.
Yeah. And they got stuff in Peru that you don't want to bring home.
That's right.
Right. Did either of y'all get sick?
No.
That's great.
I think we both fell down as soon as we got home.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You both got COVID, right? I know you got COVID.
I think.
I think I did. I don't know for sure. But it was. But they crammed. Well, how many 100 of us was on the airplane?
Oh yeah.
It was a pile.
Yeah. I mean,
international flights.
You truly had the planes, trains.
Yes. Automobiles.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, it was a total trip as far as that goes. Yeah. We didn't miss any of it.
All right, you heard it here, folks. It's time to go to Peru.
That's right. Get those bucket lists written up and go.
Well, thanks, Dad. Thanks for telling the stories of Peru.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's a good one.
We didn't know where we were going, and that seemed like a perfect place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
All right. See ya.
Bingo is Life, a post-bingo Harrisonburg podcast, is brought to you by the Brothers Howdyshell and our friends at Ruby's Arcade in downtown Harrisonburg, Virginia. If you've enjoyed the show and feel it's worth spreading a little joy in this world, please tell just one person that you like this podcast. Word of mouth, more than any other form of promotion, is how creative works get noticed and sustain themselves. Thank you, Andrew Hickey, for that bit of wisdom, and thank you, listeners, for being part of the fun.